I chose the book Before I Fall, written by Lauren Oliver. And the main character in the book is called Samantha Kingston, um, but by her friend she is called Sam. Samantha is a high school senior girl. She is a brunette with green eyes and freckles. She is a real beauty. Uh, she is popular and she is basically ruling the school with her three best friends, Elodie, Lindsay, and Ellie. And she is in a relationship with the high school's hot guy called Rob, whom she is planning to lose her virginity to. She lives with her mom, dad, and her little sister Izzy. With other words, Samantha has it all. Sam doesn't really treat people around her except for her friends and boyfriend with friendliness. She often snaps at friendly people, including her old childhood friend Kent McFiller, just to remain at the top of the hierarchy. Throughout the book, Sam changes a lot. When she is forced to relive her death 7 times, her outlook of life gets different and her priorities changes. She starts to value her family higher and she sacrifices her own life for another's. And the story takes place in modern time in a small town in Connecticut. It's February the 12th and also Cupid Day. The characters go to high school and every morning the girls drive in Lindsay's car. And Lindsay's car is also the one they're driving in to Ken's party when the car accident happens. A big part of the story also takes place in Kent McPhil's house, where he is throwing the big party for anyone who is anyone. Kent's house is described almost as big as Alice, white and sparkly like it's made of ice. And throughout the story, Sam gets more and more fascinated by the by the beautiful big house. The narrator of the story is Sam herself. She is telling the story. At the very beginning of the book, Samantha is looking back, um, and she has already experienced what we're going to read. And later we found out that she actually is dead at that point. But when she starts to tell the story from the very beginning, we forget she's really looking back on the incidents and forget she already knows the outcome of her destiny. Um, it makes the story more interesting and we get the feeling like we are experiencing it all with her. Um, and in the last part of the book, she looks back on her life like she is dead, just like the start. And the overall theme is very good described with a quote from the book. Maybe you can afford to wait. Maybe for you there's a tomorrow. Maybe for you there's 1,000 tomorrows. Or 10. So much time you can bath in it, roll around it, let it slide like coins through your fingers. So much time you can waste it. But for some of us, there's only today. And the truth is, you never really know. And it's a very strong message which basically tells us to live each day like it's our last. Um, and we need to ask ourselves, is a thing like popularity, does that even matters in the end? We must remember to enjoy the small such as the big things in life, because we never really know when we're going to experience it all again. And Sam also realizes that the choices you take not only affects yourself but also people around you, and it can have big consequences in the end. Sam makes a lot of choices. Each new day she relives her death, and throughout the book she ends taking the choice that rescuing Juliet is more important than rescuing herself.